Welcome to our today's reflection. Today being a Monday, second week of Easter, the church celebrates the solemnity of the Annunciation of the Lord. This feast was to be celebrated on Monday of the Holy Week, that was on 25th, but since it was a Holy Week, it was postponed to this day. The solemnity of the Annunciation celebrates the moment when the angel Gabriel appeared to the Virgin Mary and announced that she would conceive and bear a son, Jesus Christ. This event is described in the Gospel of St. Luke, chapter 1, verse 26 to 38. It is a significant event in the Christian faith and holds important lesson for our lives. The readings for today are from the prophet Isaiah, chapter 7, verse 10 to 14, then 8, verse 10. Then from the Psalm 40, then this letter to Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 4 to 10. And the last one is the Gospel of St. Luke, chapter 1, verse 26 to 38. In Prophet Isaiah 7, we see the prophecy about a virgin conceiving a child. This prophecy is fulfilled in the Annunciation when the angel Gabriel visits Mary, who was a virgin at that time, and this shows the divine plan of God and the fulfillment of his promises. In the Gospel of St. Luke, we learn about Mary's humble and obedient response to the angel's message. Despite the uncertainties and challenges that she faced, Mary's faith in God allowed her to say, "Let it be done to me according to your word." Her complete trust and surrender to God's will serves as an example for us to have faith and submit to God's plan for our lives. In Psalm 40, we see a reflection of the Annunciation in the words of the psalmist. "Here I am, Lord, I come to do your will. Here I am, Lord, I come to do your will." This psalm emphasizes the importance of obedience and aligning our will with God's will. These words also are proclaimed by all religions when they are vowing their vows to the Lord. "Here I am, Lord, I come to do your will." We surrender our life to the Lord and to his will, that all that we do, we don't do according to our will, but to the will of the Father, which is not an easy task, but we trust always in the Lord's hand, that in everything we do, he is always with us and all is possible in his name. The passage from the Hebrews chapter 10 speaks about the sacrifice of Jesus Christ. It highlights the significance of Christ's incarnation and how sacrifice on the cross redeemed humanity. Through his obedience and selflessness, Jesus became the perfect offering to fulfill God's plan for salvation. The feast of today reminds us of God's sovereignty, his faithfulness in fulfilling his promises, and the importance of obedience and surrender to God's will. It teaches us to have faith and trust in God's plan, even when it may seem uncertain or challenging. The Annunciation also points to the central event of our faith, the incarnation and sacrifice of Jesus Christ, which brings us forgiveness, salvation, and eternal life. In conclusion, or in a summary, the Annunciation is a profound event that holds deep significance in our life. It teaches us about trust, obedience, and faith in God's plan, and reminds us of the ultimate sacrifice of Jesus Christ for our redemption. It encourages us to align our will with God's will and to live a life of surrender and service to Him. We are called to surrender ourselves, our service, all that we do in the hands of the Lord, the hands of the God's will. God is always loving. God is always trustful. Let us resurrender our lives to Him, and He will enable us to do everything that we need, everything that we think, and so long as we do it according to His will. Have a feast day of solemnity of the Annunciation of the Lord. Happy feast day to you all.